Hey guys, so my refurbished television has arrived. Let's quickly show you the one that I've got. Panasonic TX-58DX700 or 700B, $549.99. So this is it here. They've just delivered it, and the first thing you'll notice is the box is in a bad state, which isn't a problem. It's a refurbished television. They've obviously just put it in whatever case they've found, so that isn't a problem. You can get an idea of the television there. Comes in that stand, but I'm going to put it on my TV stand there, the Visa mount. So the television is not that heavy, but I've put it onto my couch just now. TV was packed in okay, but as far as all this kind of stuff, all the accessories, they're all just kind of lying around. This was just lying at the bottom. Obviously just thrown it in there. Same with the batteries were down the bottom. This one, I don't think it was even in a bag, or if it just fell out. So obviously from a presentation point of view, they're just doing things quickly, which is, I guess, a little bit disappointing. So looking around, doesn't seem to have any major problems just now as far as scrapes or anything like that. It looks like it's in mint condition. So this is the back of the television, and I've taken out the Visa screws here. I did notice there's a scrape here. That's about the only major damage I can see just now. It won't be until I switch on I'll be able to check pixels, etc. Here you've got USB 3.2, you've got your coaxial aerial, I think, HDMI 1.2.3, USB 1, and volume input and all that at the other side. So the Visa mounts are on now, and I noticed over here where you've got the 3 HDMI and the 3 USB. If you pull this over, you've got a part for all your component, digital audio, and your Ethernet. Now I have been using the optical cable with my PS4, so I might have to keep this off, but it's quite cool that they keep all of that kind of hidden away. So guys, I've got the television on. All I had to do was slide it on this grill, but I wasn't able to do that myself. I had to get my dad to help me because it's actually a lighter television than my old one, which I've just put there just now. It's a lighter television, but it is, you know, awkward, and there really is no point taking the risk and tripping over or something like that. So I got my dad over and we put it on quite quickly. So right now I'm going through Amazon, through the apps, and if you look at the remote control, give you a better idea how this all works. You've got the menu system, you've got apps, Netflix, and home. Now if I push home, you'll see that this menu comes up, and I've pinned Amazon Video and YouTube. I've not pinned Netflix yet, simply because there's a Netflix button. I have found that when you navigate things like left and right, when I push up, there's been a few times when I've accidentally hit this Netflix button. So that's a little bit of a pain, but you know, I just need to get used to the control. So from here you can see there's live television, there's the apps, which you can go through the button as well. You've got devices, which, you know, HDMI 1.2.3, and then any apps that you've pinned to the home menu. And this is known as Firefox OS, and which is why you've got the Firefox browser there. And these are all the kind of apps that they show you at the start. So you've got all the British ones, Channel 4, ITV, Catch Up, you've got Netflix there obviously. There is an apps market as well though, and this is where you'll get all the other apps. You've got Deezer, there's music apps, games. So you can see there's some things missing here though. You don't see Spotify there. Twitter's there, but like, who's going to put Twitter through the television? It's kind of pointless. So at the moment I've got Netflix going through my PlayStation 4, and you can see I've had, sorry, I'll put the sound back on. So this is Drive Club, and I don't know, like, I'm trying to drive this one-handed and control the camera, so that's not going to work. But you should be able to see that the colours are quite good. The audio is something that I think is pretty impressive. It's better than my last television by a long shot. In the last television you did notice there was a marked difference between the audio and that and my LG soundbar. But in this one, I'd still say the LG gives you a better surround sound, but the difference isn't as much. It really isn't as much as it used to be. So, overall, what do I think? I think that I've got a bargain. I'm quite happy with it. Apart from the little small scratch in the back, I would say that there really isn't... I can turn this off. There really isn't... Sorry, it's dark there. This is turning into the longest conversation ever. Okay, so apart from the little scratch in the back, it seems like this television's perfect. It doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with it. I've got a 4K television that last year cost more than double. It was £1,200 when it was released last year. I picked up for $550 with a year's warranty. It does have a tiny scratch in the back, but you can't even see it. In fact, I'll show you exactly how little you can see it, because when I've got the television on, you know, it's in the stand and the scratch is there. That's it. That's as far as I can see, that is the only cosmetic damage I can see to this. And you know, my parents came over to help me put it on the stand, and you know, they remarked as well, they thought 58-inch would be too large because I was coming from a 47-inch, but it's not that big. I could have went 60-inch, and I think I could have even squeezed a 65-inch here, but just because of the distance between my couch and the stand kind of sits quite high up, you know, and it is all about the viewing angles and the distance from the television. I think this is quite a good fit. Could maybe have went to 60-inch, 65 maybe a little bit too large, but overall, very, very pleased with it. I do obviously have to go through and change the colours, and you know, you've got the menu system. That's the sound mode actually. So that's in dynamic just now. There's no mode for gaming, but there is dynamic, normal, and then cinema and true cinema with a little bit of darker colours. But you can change the brightness and the contrast and all that kind of thing yourself. The remote's quite big actually when you think about it, but I don't like with that Netflix button is I realise that they've went from a kind of usability point of view, but it's a little bit too near that up button. But all in all, very, very happy. And I've not checked any of the pixels to try and see if there's anything wrong. On the surface, everything seems okay. So £550, it took about 5-6 days to get delivered. But all in all, very happy with it. I think this is a bargain, and you know, I could have went with a brand new 55-inch Hisense or even a brand new 55-inch Samsung for around the same price, but Panasonic are a good brand. I like the look of this television and I'm pleased with the purchase. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this quick look. I just wanted to give you a quick look at what this TV was like, because I did talk about it last week and talked about the fact I was buying a refurbished television. So I think it looks good and I think I've done well. If you have any questions about this, please do leave a comment below, and till next time, take care.